Hey, Empire Builders! Welcome to episode 44 of Next Up Empire. This is your daily fuel to build your business empire with ancient wisdom. Now, today, we're going to talk about how to achieve excellence with Aristotle's ancient wisdom. Aristotle, the Greek philosopher behind Nicomachean Ethics, is our guide today in your entrepreneurial journey. Now, whether you're scaling a business, just starting out, or thinking about starting one, I want to know what's one area that you want to excel in? Drop it in the comments below. I'd love to see it. I've got new episodes dropping every day, Tuesday through Saturday, and shorts all week, so stay with me all week. Here's just a quick recap of my story. I've been building businesses for the last 24 years, and here's a quick look at the last 5 years of my journey. I co founded a company called Solar Grids, and as CEO, I led the company to scaling to over 100 franchise territories. Now, we faced some industry change setbacks that put a lot of solar businesses out of business. And with us, we condensed down to 49 real solid franchise territories and merged with Stardust Solar. Now, today, as Stardust Solar, we're North America's largest solar franchisor with 93 franchise territories, publicly traded in both Canada and the US, and booming with growth. Now, that empire was built on wisdom like Sun Tzu's, which we talked about yesterday in episode 43. So let's dive in. Excellence isn't an accident, it's a habit. And Aristotle taught that mastering it in every part of your business sets you apart. His wisdom, rooted in virtue, balance, and deliberate action, is your playbook for standing out, delivering value, and building a legacy that lasts. So, here's 5 mastery keys from Aristotle to help you achieve excellence and build your empire. First, pursue virtue in action. Aristotle taught we are what we repeatedly do. Excellent, then, is not an act, but a habit. In Nicomachean Ethics, he said excellence comes from acting with virtue, honesty, courage, and fairness in everything you do. He'd say make virtuous choices a habit, and excellence follows. Now, quick story. When Solar Grids faced setbacks in 2022, I doubted my decisions at times, but I acted with honesty, being transparent with my team, which built trust. Now, for you, pursuing virtue means building excellence through ethical habits because your empire shines when you act with integrity. Are you struggling to stand out with integrity? Maybe you're tempted to overpromise to a client, or you're not fully transparent with your team, risking trust, like promising a deadline that you can't meet or hiding a mistake. You see, Aristotle's wisdom helps you excel with virtue. So here's how you do it. What I want you to do is for the next 5 days, focus on one virtuous habit, like honesty or fairness in your business. And what I want you to do is write down 3 situations where you'll act with virtue, such as I'll admit a delay to a client, or I'll give credit to my team, or I'll price my services fairly. Then each day, act on one. Be upfront about the delay, celebrate your team's role, or ensure your pricing reflects fair value. Feel the confidence and feel the excellence as you act. Picture your empire growing with trust. Feel your reputation soaring. Then take one step to reinforce it. Maybe it's documenting your virtuous habit in a journal or asking for feedback to ensure you're on track. You see, this virtue builds excellence that flows through your empire. Now, when I acted with virtue at Solar Grids, we rebuilt stronger than ever. Now, you can do this too. So write it down. My virtue action is, and share it in the comments. I'd love to see it. Second, you've got to aim for the golden mean. You've got to have excellence through balance. Aristotle taught virtue is a mean between 2 vices, one of excess and the other of deficiency. He believed excellence lies in balance, not too much, not too little, but the right amount of qualities like confidence, spending, or risk taking. He'd say, find the middle ground in your actions. Now, quick story. During the merger, I doubted our approach. We could be too aggressive with franchisees, and we risk pushback. We could be too passive, thinking, what if I lose them? But we found the mean, which was offering new training certifications and stock options to some of the franchisees and balancing firmness and support through the merger. Now, for you, the golden mean means building excellence through balance because your empire thrives when you avoid extremes. Are you struggling with imbalance? Maybe you're overworking, you're risking being burnt out or underspending. And you're missing growth, like working maybe 12 hours a day or being too cautious about marketing. Aristotle's wisdom helps you find the mean. So here's how you do it. Over the next 3 days, pick one area where you're out of balance, like work hours, spending, or decision making. Write down the excess and deficiency. Maybe it's I work too much, but working too little risks missing goals. Or I overspend on ads, but underspending gets no leads. Then find the mean. Maybe it's I'll work 8 hours and rest, or do a 20-minute meditation, or I'll spend a balanced budget on ads. You've got to feel the balance as you adjust. Picture your empire thriving with sustainable energy, your decisions optimized. Then take one step to act on the mean. Maybe it's setting a timer to stop work at 8 hours, or maybe it's allocating a fixed ad budget. You see, this balance builds excellence and flows through your empire. Now, when I balanced my approach at Stardust Solar, we succeeded through the merger, and you can do this too. So write it down. My balanced action is, and share it in the comments. I'd love to see it. Third, you've got to cultivate practical wisdom. You've got to have excellence through smart decisions. Aristotle taught that practical wisdom is the ability to deliberate well about what is good for life as a whole. He believed excellence comes from making wise, practical decisions that align with your goals. He'd say, think, then act with purpose. Now, quick story. When Solar Grids pivoted to doing our own installations, I doubted our readiness, but I knew we had to do it. So I used practical wisdom, like deliberating on hiring needs to onboard 40 employees in 30 days, which built our growth for foundation. Now, for you, practical wisdom means building excellence through wise choices because your empire grows with smart decisions. Are you making impulsive moves? Maybe you're hiring too fast or launching without research, risking failure, like hiring without vetting or launching without a plan. Aristotle's wisdom helps you decide with clarity. So here's how you do it. This week, pick one big decision like hiring, launching a product, or expanding. Write down 3 pros and 3 cons, such as the pro with hiring could help growth be faster. A con could be it might not be a market fit. Then deliberate. Research one key factor. Maybe it's a vetting process or a market demand. Then take one step to act on your decision. Maybe it's creating a vetting checklist or surveying your audience before launching. You see, this wisdom builds excellence that flows through your empire. Now, when I use wisdom at Solar Grids, we built a stronger team, and you can do this too. So write it down. Fourth, you've got to strive for eudaimonia. Eudaimonia is a concept first used by Aristotle to indicate human happiness or flourishing. Aristotle taught the ultimate aim of human life is eudaimonia, flourishing through living well. He believed excellence comes from aligning your business with a higher purpose, not just profit. He'd say, build an empire that reflects your best self. Now, when Solar Grids went public, I doubted our impact, but we aimed for eudaimonia, focusing on energy independence for communities, which attracted key investors to the IPO. Now, in our early days, I chased money, not purpose, and I ended up failing in the early days. Now, for you, eudaimonia means building excellence through purpose because your empire flourishes when it means more. Are you feeling unfulfilled despite success? Maybe you're chasing revenue but not impact, or your work lacks meaning, like you're just selling and not helping, or you're growing but not giving back. You see, Aristotle's wisdom helps you align with purpose. So here's how you do it. Over the next 7 days, I want you to reflect on your empire's purpose. What impact do you want to make? Write down one purpose statement. I help clients achieve, and then write down that specific impact. Or I give back by, and then write down that specific action. Then dedicate 15 minutes daily to aligning one action with this purpose. Maybe it's offering a client a value driven solution or donating a portion of profits to a cause that you like to support. Feel the fulfillment as you align. Picture your empire flourishing with meaning and feel your work reflecting your best self. Then take one step to share your purpose. Maybe it's posting about your impact on social media, or maybe it's telling a client your why. You see, this purpose builds excellence and it flows through your empire. Now, when I aimed for Eudaimonia at Solar Grids, I attracted bigger wins. And you can do this too. So write it down. My purpose action is, and share it in the comments. I'd love to see it. Fifth, you've got to practice deliberate effort. You've got to have excellence through mastery. Aristotle taught excellence is never an accident. It's the result of high intention, sincere effort, and intelligent execution. He believed excellence comes from deliberate, focused effort to master your craft. You have to feel it. He'd say improve one skill at a time with intention. Now, when we faced franchisees pushback, I doubted my negotiation skills at first, but I practiced deliberate effort, studying their needs and offering certifications and stock options, mastering the skill to keep us at the territories that we were at. Now, in our early days, I didn't practice and I stayed mediocre in some cases and I ended up failing in some cases. Now, for you, deliberate means building excellence through mastery because your empire grows when you hone your craft. Are you struggling to improve a key skill? Maybe you're weak at negotiating, or maybe you're weak at marketing or leading and it's holding you back. Maybe you're losing deals because you can't negotiate, or maybe your marketing isn't converting. Aristotle's wisdom helps you master with effort. So here's how you do it. This week, pick one skill to improve, like negotiating, marketing, or leading. Write down 3 ways to practice. I'll read a negotiation book, or I'll take a marketing course, or I'll shadow a leader. Then dedicate 30 minutes daily for 5 days to practice one. Maybe it's role playing a negotiation, or creating a marketing plan, or observing a leader's style. Then feel the mastery as you improve. Picture yourself excelling in this skill. Picture your empire thriving with your expertise. Then take one step to apply it. Maybe it's negotiating a small deal. Maybe it's launching a campaign or leading a team meeting. You see, this effort builds excellence that flows through your empire. Now, when I practiced this at Solar Grids, I mastered negotiation and we won. So you can do this too. Write it down. My action effort is, and share it in the comments. I'd love to see it. So that's how you achieve excellence with Aristotle's wisdom. The 5 keys again are pursue virtue in action, aim for the golden mean, cultivate practical wisdom, strive for eudaimonia, and practice deliberate effort. I use these 5 strategies to scale Solar Grids to 100 plus franchise territories and go on to a merger and IPO with Stardust Solar. And I'm here to let you know in this series that you can do this too. Now, if a small town Nebraska kid like me 24 years ago can get started, have his own business, and succeed, you can do it too. And I just want to say thanks for watching. This series drops every day, Tuesday through Saturday, so stick with me all week. I am your guide to help you get to your empire. So I'm going to leave you with one next step challenge. Pick one of these strategies today and act on it this week. Comment below. What's your action step? I'll read and reply to every single one. Also, book a call with me if you're ready. One call with me could help you start your empire or explore a Stardust Solar franchise with a proven roadmap to crush it. So, my link's below. Book it. No pressure, just real talk. I'll share with you what I've learned over the last 24 years, my wins and losses to help you get started with your empire. This is your shot. Freedom, cash, ultimately, your empire starts now. And with my 24 years of business experience, my 15 years of investment management experience, and my 5 years of franchising experience, I'd love to help you make it happen. So, thanks again for watching. I'll see you tomorrow for episode 45.